What's going on, everybody? How you doing? And welcome to another episode of Gaming Fire with Lord PeteyTV. I'm Lord PeteyTV, and as always, we are going to bring you some news about some gaming stuff that's going to be happening right now. And the first thing I want to say is make sure you hit that subscribe button here so you can see when we end up going live with new videos and new informative things that are happening throughout the whole gaming industry. So one of the things that we are going to be talking about is it's a newer game that has just come out, and it is in early access, and a lot of people are playing it, and there seems to be a lot of hype and a lot of enjoyment about it. And that is something that also makes me excited to play it even more. So I ended up playing Enshrouded for a couple of hours, and I had a lot of fun with it. But that was during the same time that Pal World came out, and Pal World, a lot of people were playing it, and my channel wanted to play it, so we ended up playing it. And now Enshrouded has kind of had its second wind, if you will. Now, if you're asking yourself what is going on or what's happening, I'm gonna first of all I'm gonna put something right here. It's gonna be a roadmap up here. That's gonna be happening. Now, I'm just gonna do a couple little tidbits of information here that I have opened up, just so that you can know about it. So they're planning on trying to do this. They're saying the 2024 roadmap is this whole thing. So Enshrouded's plan is to do lots of things. I'm going to quickly read this stuff off because there is a lot. Actually, I'm not going to read it all. I'm just going to read some of it because the more important things that other people understand. So there's going to be new dungeons, Steam Deck support, enhanced improvements in gameplay, smoother frame rates, and then I'm gonna skip over these other things because we're gonna go through them later. This is all, I'll just go through them now. I decided. So location improvements, improved loot UIs, workshop crafts from Magic Chess, better stack splitting, improved post processing, sitting on furniture, reassigning shortcuts on your keyboards for the gliders, multiple NPC instances, more growth of trees, round doors and windows, potted plants, new building materials, server user rights, server gameplay settings, better loot quest sorting, replayable world quests, townsfolk NPC, vanity system, editable signs, musical instruments, weather system, enemy patrols, animal farming, townfolk pets, mountain biodome, portals to other servers, nameable bases, nameable map locations, lots of fixes and polishings, new enemies and bosses, named tombstones, multiplayer pings, and some of the larger major things is sharing and visiting of bases, create and sharing of gameplay experiences, world events, instance dungeons, more biodomes, and water. So that is their 2024 roadmap. Now, just to kind of, I'm going to go back and forth a little bit, so don't mind me. So the patch that they just landed, okay, they put that this is the Hollow Halls dungeon update, which means each biodome is getting a new playable area. There's going to be new quests, new campaigns, new weapons, a whole bunch of other things that are going to be going with that. Like I said, I'm trying to abbreviate because this is a lot of information, and I want to bring this out to you. Now, they've also added better performance and rendering of graphical UI going back and forth. There is going to be better server stability and game stability. There is multiple quality of life changes. For instance, like we stated before, the item stacking, magical quests, and stack splitting. Gameplay improvements. They've done multiple different things in there. Those are mostly like bug fixes, which you'd expect to see. So that has been easier and working better. And this stuff goes from special arrows all the way up to being able to grab ledges easier. They've added some fixes in the game world, meaning the fog not going into the bases. They're adding more music. They're adding more ambient sounds. Fire shrines are easier to see. Things like this. There's multiple crafting, building, and terraforming changes. You can end up, having a craft person end up getting more, more soil and things like that. So you have all of those changes. And then you have things like the visual upgrades and UI, and also damage numbers are easier to see on enemies. So, like I said, that's just like a handful of multiple things that I kind of just wanted to bring out, so that you kind of know about it. And like I said, we're talking about it. So I think that that's a lot. They're doing a lot, and that's pretty good for the first patch, in my personal opinion. The first patch I've noticed that really makes a difference. But the most things that I think that are very, very important here, and something that's really going to affect the player gameplay, is the world events, the instance dungeons, what type of instance dungeons, how far in, what's going on, special loot, so on and so forth. The extra biodomes, or I should say the more biodomes. I don't know what it is, but when I'm in a survival game like this, I want to feel the difference of going through each area. I want to feel myself going into a cold area and being cold. I want to go into a hot area, feel hot. I want to have problems climbing through the mountains to get to a special dungeon, to get to a special loot. These are all things that I feel that are highly necessary and things that I really, really like. The other thing that they're adding is the water. The water is going to be great. I think that they're placing the water in the game now so that they can end up using that as a stepping stone for cool things for next year. I'm talking put water, you got fishing, you got boats, you got new islands, you have new things, you have krakens, you have underwater if you wanted to go underwater, you have overwater stuff, you have, ship battles. I mean, you have multiple things. So I think that is a great idea and some place where that you can kind of pivot off of and kind of go. Now, the other thing I want to kind of talk about that I think is going to be really, really cool is going to be the animal farming. And I think that the animal farming and the townfolk pets, I wonder if that, and oh, I'm sorry, and they have townfolk NPCs. So between those two, with the animal farming, I wonder if you can put them all together so that you can have your people kind of just taking care of your town for you. So you don't have to worry about it. But that would be a really, really cool thought. And as always, weather systems. Weather systems really make you feel like you're part of the game. Makes you feel like you're involved. I can't wait to see it. I'm very excited for it. I'm just going to talk really quickly about one last thing before we get going. I was over at PAX East. I didn't know about this, but there is an MMO survival that's coming out 2026 probably, and that's Dune Awakening, which is an MMO survival. A couple of my teammates were able to make it in there and spoke about it. And I think that there is going to be a lot of really, really cool things that are going to be coming with that. And I'm hoping we can end up seeing some of that stuff in the future. I can kind of bring that all to you as soon as I possibly can, okay? As always, everyone, enjoy the rest of your week. My name is Lord PeteyTV. I am on Twitch every single Monday through Friday. Please come check us out. We play lots of different games. We normally play a lot of World of Warcraft, but we're going to be ending up towards the end of our season 3, towards the end of the expansion, which means benefit to all of you all because we get to play a lot more different games. So please come in, check us out. I would greatly appreciate it. If you're looking to support the channel, use Lord PeteyTV at Rogue Energy Drinks sub 2R, or use our merch store. Links, which should be below. I greatly appreciate everybody for hanging out today. I love you all. Dream big. Keep gaming. Have a fantastic rest of your week. And I should see you all very, very soon. Thank you. Bye, everybody.